Okay, all right. So on the third day of this particular topic, which is graphing with our graphing calculators, linear equations, we're just going to practice. We're going to get a lot of practice. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's go. Okay, all right. So I don't know. We're going to get a lot of live, what, online in class instruction today because it's. I just really need you to use your calculators and just practice and practice and practice like mad. All right. So the first thing I want to point out to you is, and then I'm going to let you practice. I have two things to point out to you. Look at a question like this, right? What do you think? How do you think we have to enter that in the calculator, right? So okay, all right, couple of ways. All right, so hold on. So here with y equals, what was it, 5/4 x plus 1, right? A couple of ways you can go about it. You can use a parentheses for the 5/4. Now, how do you do divide, right? Right here, slash, right? 5/4, close parentheses, then x, and then what is it? Plus 1. Yeah, all right. Okay, and then you can graph. Now, 5/4 x, I mean, that's almost 1. So you can see that the line is not that steep, right? And plus 1, right? You know that you right because the y-intercept is right here, where y equals 1, right? And then you can also double check by looking at the table values. So second table, you can just check, okay? And all the numbers check out. So that's good, all right? What else? Let's see. For something like this, what do you think? This does not look like the slope-intercept form whatsoever, right? So what do you think we have to do? Yeah, you have to use your knowledge from the little equations unit and turn this into slope intercept form. And then you can put in your calculator. Okay, so let's do that. We'll subtract 2x. All right, this should be a review for you. Negative y equals to negative 2x minus 2. Remember what I said when we were in class, right? You can just switch, 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 switch. So this is y equals to 2x plus 2, and then you can graph that. Okay, that's it. That's how you do that. All right. Um, Now, third thing, be careful with the negatives, right? Remember like what I said about where the negative button is versus the subtraction. Okay, so with that said, I'm just going to let you practice here with these 8 questions. Okay, so let me label them for you. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so take a few moments right now. I'm gonna press pause. All right, so and then when you come back, I want to show you some more problems. Okay, so press pause right now. Okay, all right, and we're back. So hopefully you got some nice practice going on there, and I want to show you some regions practice questions. All right, so okay, let's take a look. Which of the following illustrates the graph of 2x minus y equals 4? But did we just do that? No, it's 2x minus y equals negative 2. Okay, all right, okay. Right? Now, think about why having a calculator is so important. Because one is you're going to have to turn this into, so think about the time that you need to carry this out. Right? One is you have to turn this into a slope-intercept form, right? From standard to slope-intercept. Two, if you didn't have a calculator, now you have to set up a table of values, right? Plug in all the values. You have to do negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, right? You've got to do that 5 times. And then three, you have to plot the table, right? Plot the graph, whatever that is, right? And then you have to pick out the answer. Like that's all this for a multiple choice question. It's just insane, right? So what we'll do is now we're going to graph this on the graphing calculator. So what is that? Y equals to 2x minus 4. Okay, all right. Where is it? Oh, there you go. 2x minus 4. Graph that. All right. Negative 4. So right here is this one, B. Right? Now, the other way you can say to me is, Mr. Ng, we don't even need to graph that because look at the y-intercept. Right? So let me, right? Because this is -4 here, right here, it's -4, right? Now, that said, I think it's still good to check because you want to make sure the slope is right, and using a graphing calculator also helps you with that. Okay? Because it also tells us the x-intercept is 2, 0. This is 2, 0. 2, 0, 0, -4. Looks good to us. Okay? And that's how you would go about that. Now, let's see. So I've got 5 questions here. Let me just go through these. All right? Now, again, right? Let's do another one together. And then I'm really going to leave you alone. All right, okay, so let's see. Here, what form do you think, what topic do you think falls under this question, right? I gave you a point and I gave you the slope. What do you think? Yeah, point slope form, right? So what do, right? Slope is 5/3. The point is this, so I'm going to do y equals mx plus b, right? So here I got 3 equals to 5/3 times 1 plus b, and then you go from there, right? So it's 5/3 plus b, subtract 5/3. You're going to get a fraction. 3 minus 5/3 equals b was 3 minus 5/3. Let's just turn this, right? Subtract, so 3 minus 1 and 2/3 equals b. Alright, so this is 1 and 1/3 equals b. Right, it's a lot of writing, I know. Right? So, and then you have your equation. Y equals to 5/3 x plus 1 1/3. Right, that's 4/3. Right? And then you'll graph that. And it'll say graph this line, and then graph that line. Okay, so I'm going to leave you alone and try this. All right, this one, you got the double point, so be careful there. I'll put a star there. And then these last two. Okay, just for practice. So I think that might take the, yeah, that might take the rest of this period. I really don't know. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. All right, so let's see how this goes in the lesson. Again, I'm shooting this video like 2 weeks ahead. So let's see how this goes in the lesson, because this is going to take the whole period, I have a feeling. Okay? All right, okay. So now let me double check. Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah, let's do the regions questions in class. So if we have time at the end, we'll do the regions questions. If not, we'll do it in class together the next day. So no matter what, we're going to do the regions practice in class. Okay. All right, that's it. So any questions? I think I'm going to set up the room help desk. Yeah, that's called help desk. So I'll set up at the help desk, and that's it. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
OMG, that was so good.